Hi, this is about Charisma Man. Charisma Man is a funny comic, and if you check out the link below, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, referring to here. It's a comic about a stereotype in Japan and Northeast Asia and I think Southeast Asia. They're talking about Japan here, or in the comic, but about a man who, Western male, graduates college, goes to Japan and suddenly finds himself, women more attracted to him, where in his country women weren't attracted to him. And finds himself with, a couple girlfriends in Japan. So it's about that stereotype. And like I said, it exists in, Northeast Asia and Southeast Asia, at least. So, and I think, it all stems from, when you're a minority, you stand out, and sometimes being a minority, you're going to get more attention, and whether that's, a good thing, and yeah, maybe good things will come from that, and then maybe some not so good things will come from that. And, it's kind of like imported goods too, right? It's like in Korea, if I wanted to buy mango, it's going to cost a lot of money, because mangoes don't grow in Korea, right? So I have to pay more money. But if I go down to like Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, and I want to buy a mango, it's not going to cost so much money, because it's because they grow around there, They're not as expensive, and they're not as perceived as valuable, right? They're not rare. Or cheese, like in Asia, you'll find out, if you're living in Asia, cheese costs like, maybe 2 or 3 times as much as you would pay for it back home in your country. So I think that it's all kind of related to that. Being rare, you'll get kind of more attention if you're, a Western male. And they really take, the Asian women take to the Western men, and the Western men take to the Asian woman. However, I don't think it really goes the other way. Not so much, anyways. You'll rarely see couples like an Asian man with a Western woman. You'll rarely see this couple. I made another video about that, about why foreign men love Asian women and are attracted to them like that. So, in my experience too, I once met a Japanese girl on Mount Hood. I was snowboarding for the summer, and we got to hanging out and talking a bit, and she asked me if I was attracted to her because she was Japanese. I thought about that for a bit, and she seemed to have some sort of like this had happened before to her. So anyways, and then a few years later I went to Asia, and then I saw this whole experience, and yeah. Now, a woman made some blog posts about this comic, and she kind of has a theory and some opinions about how this person is, and I have some of my own thoughts. One, she says, is that few of these kind of charisma men have ever had a girlfriend in their own country. I can't say that I've ever met anybody like that while teaching in Asia. I spent about 6 years in Asia, and I never met, that I knew of, I mean, I'm sure not everybody fills me in on all their personal details, right? But I never met anybody like that, Another comment, she made another comment that says, most of them see girls, Western girls, as being lazy, pushy, controlling, demanding, and opinionated. Well, I would say that some of those adjectives in there that, yeah, I could use some of those adjectives to describe Western women. And there's probably a higher percentage, in my opinion, there's a higher percentage of Western women like that than is, than our Asian women. And I think it's kind of culture. It's kind of the culture, So, I mean, we're just being general here. I'm not, saying, oh, Western women are like that, but I think more of them, yeah. She made another comment about many of these charisma men dislike other foreigners. I think that there's just some people who go abroad and they're living abroad and they don't really want to be bothered by other foreigners. And it doesn't matter if, that can happen. Foreign women can be like that, foreign men can be like that. They're just, I don't know exactly why, but, they're just they want to have their own experience, and they're kind of choosing at the time being not to, relate so much to other foreigners, Last thing I would say is that there's definitely a number of there's a number of Western women out there who are probably jealous. And yeah, because they probably feel somewhat less desirable over there. They go over there, and then all the other foreign men, they're chasing after the Asian woman. They're not really interested in the Western woman. Not most of them, anyways. So they probably feel a little left out. And so I think there's a percentage of them over there that are probably a little jealous about Western men. So that's my take on it. A few thoughts I had about charisma man.